Digital marketing, one of the most frequently mentioned buzzwords in marketing. Marketers praise it's the way to grow an online business, and academies all over the world advertise their new digital marketing courses as the next big thing. How can you take advantage of this to boost your career and unlock the business opportunities digital marketing has to offer? The first step is to understand how digital marketing works, and that is exactly what you'll learn in this video. Let's get started with a simple definition of digital marketing. Digital marketing is a form of marketing for promoting and selling products or services on the internet. It's the process of leveraging different online marketing channels like search engines, social media networks, and email to reach your target audience. Through digital marketing, you can find people interested in your offering, interact with them, and build trust with your brand. Digital marketing has a number of types. The most important are website marketing, search engine optimization, content marketing, PPC advertising, social media marketing, email marketing, video marketing, and affiliate marketing. To understand how digital marketing works, let's see how the different digital marketing types can be used in an online marketing campaign. Meet John. John wants to promote his online business and find customers to buy his products. He knows that his potential customers are out there. He knows that digital marketing is the way to go, but he doesn't know how to get started. Let's help John by laying out a digital marketing strategy he can use. The first thing that John has to do is to create a website to showcase his brand, products, and services. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it should be fast, mobile-friendly, easy to use, and offer a great experience to users. This is what website marketing is all about. A website is the focal point of all digital marketing campaigns and the medium to present your brand to the online world. The next action that John should take is to start thinking about content. In the digital world, marketing is done through the use of online content. Things like blog posts, videos, images, and podcasts are some of the content types he can use to grab the audience's attention and generate interest in his brand. This is what content marketing is all about. Through a well-planned content marketing strategy, John can identify his audience's problems and create valuable and relevant content to satisfy their needs. The next task John has to deal with is search engine optimization. SEO will help John's website to rank higher in the search results and reach the billions of people that use search engines on a daily basis. During this stage, he will make sure that his content is relevant to what users want and that search engines can access and understand his website. He will use different SEO techniques to convince ranking algorithms that his website deserves to be in the top positions of the results for keywords related to his business. SEO is the best form of online marketing that can get you highly targeted traffic 24/7 without paying for it, but it takes time to work. So while waiting for SEO to work, John can explore other channels like PPC advertising. With PPC advertising, John can show his ads on top of the Google search results and in the thousands of websites that participate in the Google advertising network. Every time someone clicks an ad and visits his website, John will pay a fee to the advertising platform. His ads will not be shown to all users, but to those who are actively searching for information related to his offerings. The next item in John's task list is social media marketing. To further expand his reach, he needs to have a presence in the same places his potential customers hang out, and this is none other than social networks. Websites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have billions of active users that might be interested in John's brand. These platforms have advertising tools you can use to segment their users based on their location, interests, demographics, and target them with image and video ads. As John's audience grows and more people visit his website, he can start engaging with them. The best channel for this task is email marketing. Email is the most commonly used communication medium and a highly effective sales channel. Through carefully crafted email messages, John can keep his audience engaged and nurture them until they become new customers. Next on the list is video marketing. A lot of users are turning to YouTube, TikTok, and other video platforms before they make a buying decision. John can take advantage of this by creating amazing videos that help people solve a problem, make a decision, or simply have fun. Besides being a great sales channel, video marketing is one of the best ways to increase brand awareness and build a community of loyal followers. The last, but certainly not least, channel John can use is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the oldest forms of marketing that has grown considerably with the rise of the internet. The way it works is simple. John will give a commission to other people for promoting his products on their website and audience. For John, this means more business, while his affiliates are getting a commission for each sale. Affiliate marketing is not only a great way to increase sales, but affiliates can become the best representatives of your brand. That's what digital marketing is all about. John can now continue optimizing his campaigns by carefully analyzing his digital analytics. By making informed decisions and with lots of patience, he can watch his business grow with the help of digital marketing.
Good evening to everyone. If you can get me, just type yes in the chat. If you can get me, just kindly type yes in the chat, please. If you can get me, all right, perfect. So once again, you are all welcome to this digital marketing masterclass. My name is Tamon Zudine. I'll be taking you guys through this session. Before we kick off, I want each and every one of you to introduce yourself. Just tell us your name and from which emirate you are connecting from. You can use the chat to do so, or you can simply unmute your mic and you introduce yourself, please. Let's be fast with this exercise. Just tell us your name and where you're connecting from.
Good evening. My name is Rifilwe. I'm connecting from Ajman.
All right, which nationality?
I'm from South Africa.
All right, you're highly welcome. Next, please, Shafiq.
Yeah, my name is Shafi, Ugandan by nationality. Right now, I'm connected in UAE.
Okay. All right. You're currently in Ras Al Khaimah. All right. You're highly welcome. So, as far as this session is concerned, I'll be walking you guys through the digital marketing landscape. Before we continue, I just want to know your level of understanding as far as digital marketing is concerned. Do you have a pre-knowledge, or this is your first time, taking a training session on digital marketing? If it's your first time, just type yes in the chat. If this is your first time, just type yes in the chat. All right, perfect. So just give me a minute. Let me bring up my slides so we can proceed. All right, so my name is Tamon Jirune. I'll be your tutor for today's session. I'm a Google CPD and KGA certified digital marketing expert. I'm equally a master degree holder in business administration. And I want to welcome each and every one of you to this digital marketing masterclass. And the main goal for this training session is to empower you to master digital marketing for career and for business growth. We are going to be here for approximately 2 hours, so make sure you buckle your belts and be ready to, go through this journey on how to become professional as far as digital marketing is concerned. So as I earlier mentioned, I'm a certified digital marketing expert. I'm currently a digital marketing manager here in UAE. I'm a trainer, an entrepreneur as well. I'm equally the founder of the Data Group Corporation, which comprises the institute, the consulting, the digital agency, and the foundation. And for the past years, I've had the opportunity of speaking in conferences and equally attending different conferences around the globe. Been to Singapore, to the Philippines, to China, to um, I've equally been to some African countries such as South Africa. I've been to Madagascar, to Egypt, and of course, a couple of times in Cameroon where we hosted the physical African Digital Conference. In South Africa as well, we hosted the African Digital Conference. And throughout this time, I've been able to really, learn and understand what is happening as far as the digital marketing space is concerned. Now, I didn't just, started digital marketing from scratch as a career. I've been a banker for 4 years before I switched careers to digital marketing. All right. So back in Cameroon, that's where I come from. I worked as a credit officer for 4 years before I decided to switch careers to become a digital marketer. And so far, so good. It has really been an incredible journey here in UAE because I've had lots and lots of opportunities. And of course, UAE is a very good hub when it comes to digital transformation. And we are hoping that we're going to have lots and lots of professionals as far as this field is concerned, Black professionals for that matter, coming from UAE as well. Now, during my course of becoming a professional or a digital marketer, I've been able to train 200 plus certified digital marketing professionals across Africa, UAE, and Asia. So it has really been an incredible journey so far. And of course, you can, follow me on LinkedIn to learn more about me, most of the associations which I belong to. I believe it's really going to give you that opportunity to, you know, get to know how you are going to, start up your own journey as far as this field is concerned. Guys, please, 1 minute. Hello? Hello? All right, guys, sorry about that. Sorry about that interruption. So, I was trying to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me, the achievement which I've gotten as far as this field is concerned. I just want to, give you that encouragement for you trying to be part of this training means you decide to take that decision to, learn digital marketing and see how far you can go as far as the career is concerned. And of course, I'll always be available to guide you if you need any assistance as far as the field is concerned. So I have over 60K followers on all social media platforms with TikTok alone, I have approximately 40,000 followers. On Facebook, I have 20,000, and the other platforms, I think I have on LinkedIn 4,000, on Instagram 7,000, and of course, that should roughly give you approximately 60,000. So I'm equally the host of the African Digital Conference, and one good thing about that is I will be hosting the first ever event out of Africa here in UAE. It should be coming up probably in March or April, and it's going to be a really good experience for you to meet people who are already in the field, and you learn from them and try to see how you can take yourself to another level when it comes to digital marketing. I've equally managed Google Ads, social media campaigns, and I equally design sites for multiple businesses across Africa as well. Uh, of course, I'm equally a certified speaker and a coach. So I believe that before the end of this session, I'm going to know a lot about you guys as well. And we are really going to have a lot to talk about. As far as this session is concerned, we're going to talk about digital marketing. We'll look at the introduction to digital marketing, key digital marketing modules, some advantages, some AI tools in marketing, which you can use when it comes to building digital marketing campaigns and how you can build a career in digital marketing and, of course, entrepreneurship opportunities, digital marketing strategies for professionals. And of course, we're going to have the opportunity to ask questions, if any. Now, this is really going to be a practical session, so I'm not really going to be dwelling more on theory, but I'm going to be, demonstrating how digital marketing works, the various modules. I'm actually going to demonstrate them to you because I believe most of you have seen these modules in the past, but you don't really know how they look like. So I'm really going to be guiding you through this process. If you have a question before we proceed, please feel free to ask before we move ahead. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. And if you're just joining us, kindly use the chat to introduce yourself, tell us where you're connecting from, your nationality. You tell us your name, your nationality, and from which emirate you're connecting from. You can use the chat to do that. Thank you very much. So the first question I always ask is, what is digital marketing? So before learning what digital marketing or trying to know the various modules as far as digital marketing is concerned, it is but normal or very important that you know what digital marketing is. And before we talk about digital marketing, let's talk about marketing for a second. Now, when it comes to marketing, marketing is all about you trying to make sure people are aware of the products which you're offering, people are aware of a particular event, people are aware of the services which you offer by using different traditional tools, right? So you might discuss with someone one-on-one, telling the person about your product, your services, or a particular event. That is only marketing. Even if you don't make sales, it's still marketing. You might go to a radio station, a TV station, a magazine, you pass the announcement there. It is still part of marketing. Is that okay? So we use all these medias to, try to pass out information, try to communicate with people, telling them about possible events which are coming up, telling them about products or services which are very, very important to them, even if sales is not being done at that particular moment. But the fact that we've already been able to pass out information to a particular group of people, marketing has taken place. Now, when it comes to digital marketing, we are simply converting those tools which we use traditionally, like flyers, radio stations, TV stations, magazines. We simply convert them to a digital form. Is that okay? So an option for radio stations, TV stations, now we have social media platforms. So people who own radio stations or own TV stations, especially TV stations, they now have YouTube channels where they broadcast their news or they broadcast their TVs live on these channels. So it makes things easier for those who want to learn a lot about them digitally. They go to the YouTube or they go to social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram to learn more about them. For those who, you know, want to learn more, they will get more information from these social media platform. Other people might decide to use um, designs, right? Other people may decide to use designs. You create flyers, posters, you share them on social media. But with traditional marketing, what you do is you design these flyers and you share to people physically. But with digital marketing, you save you the stress of moving around sharing with people. You just post on your social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and people are able to communicate with you. They're able to get back to you if they're interested in whatever you are selling or whatever you're advertising or the events which you're, trying to tell people about. So when it comes to digital marketing, it's the use of online platforms to promote product services or a particular brand. So you must not necessarily be talking about a product or a service. You might be talking about an event or a brand. All right. And of course, it focuses on visibility, engagement, and conversion. So when you talk about visibility, you're trying to let people know that this particular business is existing. Of course, you want them to, you know, it should ring a bell in their memory. Okay. So you're trying to create visibility. When we talk about visibility, we're talking about creating impression, trying to reach out to as many people as possible. Engagement, you want people to interact with your business or with your social media platforms. You want people to comment, like, and share. And of course, conversion has to do with sales. Any profitable action you get after, doing your advertisement is known as conversion. Maybe the main objective for you advertising is to make sales, or the main objective for you advertising is for people to fill a particular form, or the main objective for you to advertising or talking about your business for people to attend that event. Once that objective has been achieved, then conversion has taken place. Is that okay? When it comes to online marketing, it is measurable, it is flexible, and of course, it is global. With digital marketing, you can advertise your business. You can be UAE and advertise your business across Africa and across Europe. Okay, flexible in the sense that when it comes to digital marketing, you can decide who sees your ad. You can decide what time your ad to be shown to people. You can decide how much you want to spend when it comes to your ad. And of course, when it comes to price, uh, uh, it is very, very cheap as compared to traditional marketing. And of course, when it comes to measurable, you can actually know. You can actually know how many people got to your ad, how many people got back to you, how many people saw what you advertised, but they did not interact. But of course, with traditional marketing, you cannot do that. Okay, so these are things that makes digital marketing different from traditional marketing. All right, so here is just a typical difference between traditional and digital marketing. For traditional marketing, it's quite expensive. Do you know how much it costs for you to contact a radio station or a TV station to advertise your product or services? It's very, very expensive, right? Very, very expensive. So with digital marketing, it is far more cheaper. With social media platforms, with a minimum of at least $1, at least you can advertise for a day on a particular platform. Right. So even though these platforms have different prices on how much you can spend in order to advertise on them, but they are far more cheaper than traditional marketing. And when it comes to traditional marketing, it's very difficult for you to know how many people heard about the advertisement on a radio station or a TV station, or how many people saw your billboard which you design and you place on the streets. It's very difficult for you to estimate that, but with traditional marketing, you can easily measure that. You can know the gender, you can know the age group of people who saw your ad on your social media platform, but with traditional marketing, not possible. And of course, when it comes to traditional marketing, you have what we call a broad audience, right? Traditional marketing, you don't really know to what extent your advertisement is going to reach out to. Radio stations have their frequencies, they have an extent to which they can reach. There might be a radio station that can cover 2 or 3 cities, but you don't really know how far it can go. Because there are some radio stations that, people listen them even out of the country which you are located. So the audience is very, very broad. You cannot really, narrow down your audience, but with digital marketing, you can do that. You have what you call targeted audience. You can reach out to a specific group of people. You can decide that you actually be shown only to people in this particular city. It's not going to go beyond that. With traditional marketing as well, you have very slow feedback. When you pass an announcement on radio station or a TV station, what happens is that it's very difficult for people to get back to you immediately. You might give that announcement on radio station, and upon reading the email address which you want people to get back to you or the phone number, people might not be able to get it because at that moment when they were listening to that announcement, they were not with their pens or something to take down the phone number, so it becomes difficult. But with digital marketing, you can reach out to people instantly. Immediately someone sees your ad, the person will be able to contact you, right? Most of you who saw this ad which we created on Facebook, on Instagram, or when you were doing your search on Google, immediately you saw the ad and you were interested, you just had to click on the button and it redirected you to either a form to fill or to WhatsApp where you got more information. That's what we call instant feedback. Is that okay? Then when it comes to traditional marketing as well, you have limited reach. With traditional marketing, if you're using a radio station, your ad can only reach out to people who are able to listen to a radio station or the level at which a radio station can go. If that radio station covers only two cities, you cannot go above two cities if you're using that same radio station, right? If you're advertising your business with the help of billboards, when you pay for a billboard, the government billboard, only those who are passing through that street will be able to see the ad which you've created, or they're going to see the billboard. Very difficult for people who are not part of that city to see. But with digital marketing, you can reach out to as many people as possible. You can reach out to different cities as you want. Is that okay? So those are the essence, those are the importance or the differences between traditional and digital marketing. Now we're going to talk about the various digital marketing modules. What makes digital marketing unique? Okay. What are the various tools that makes up digital marketing? And I'm going to do that with some illustrations. So just 1 minute, I'm going to share another screen, which we are going to use that for the illustration. All right. So before you carry out any research online, there are various steps which you obviously follow. Is that okay? There are steps which you follow in order to, you know, carry out research online. And what are these steps? The first thing you need is maybe a device. So you're either using your PC. So what you need a device. So you're either using your PC or you're using your smartphone. Just 1 minute. So you're either using your PC. So you're either using your PC or you're using a smartphone. So whichever device you're using, you obviously need what we call a browser. Okay? You need a browser in order to carry out research online. And when we talk about browser, there are different types. Okay, we have the Google Chrome browser. For those of you who use Android devices, this browser sometimes they come by default on your PC, on your smartphone. You're using the Chrome browser or you're using Safari browser for those of you using um, an iOS device, or you're using the Brave browser, or you have Firefox. So these are some of the different browsers you can use to carry out research online. Now, once you've been able to, made a decision with the browser you're going to use, let's say you decide to use Chrome, the next thing you need is a search engine platform. There are different types of search engine platforms. So you need a search engine platform. So you either go with the Google search engine platform, or you go with the Bing search engine platform, or you go with the Yahoo. There are so many of them, or you go with the AOL, or you go with the Ask platform. Okay, so to get access to this platform, you just need to add .com, google.com, bing.com, yahoo.com, aol.com, and the ask.com. So these are the various search engine platforms. And of course, Google is one of the most popular search engine platform as of now. They're the most popular. So most people always use Google to carry out their research. Right. So in order to carry out your research, you need to, open a search engine platform. Let's say we are using Google. So this is a Google search engine platform, right? So once you open the Google search engine platform, you need to, type in the word which you want to carry out your research with. People say my volume is low. Is my volume too low? Someone says my volume is low. Can you all get me clearly? All right. So please kindly check your device volume, because I think my volume is clear enough. So kindly check your own device. Try to increase your volume. Okay. So we have the URL right here. Okay. So when you want to carry out your research, once you open your search engine platform, you need to type in your search term. Okay. So let's say we want to search for running shoes. So you're going to type running shoes in this box here. You type running shoes, and you're going to get different results. You're going to get variety of results. Okay. You're going to get different results from different companies advertising their products. So for a product like running shoes, we have different companies in UAE which you can, buy these products from. Okay. So we have companies like Amazon. We have companies like Noon. We have companies like Shen. We have companies like Temu. We have companies like, let me see. We have companies like maybe Sharaf DG. We have companies like Max. Which other company? All right, I'm just going to include others. We have companies like Jumia. We have companies like Kiku. And which other one can I include? Let's see. I'm just going through my which other one you can buy online. Let's see. Mm, all right, so let's just go with this eight. So we are assuming that these are, companies that have given us search results. Is that okay? We've been able to get results from these companies. So whenever you do a search online, you get these results, right? Now, when it comes to these results, some of these results are here thanks to paid advertisements which are created by some companies, while other results are here thanks to free advertisements which are created by some companies. So we've done a search online and we've had 9 different results. Is that okay? Now, out of these 9 different results, we noticed something. We noticed that the first 4 results, at the top of the first 4 results, we saw a word sponsored. We saw the sponsor results at the top of the first four. Then when we looked at the last three results, we equally saw the word sponsored, right? Then when it comes to the other websites in the middle, in between, there is nothing written there. Okay, we just have a plain website advertising those products. Now, this page, whenever you do a search on Google, this page which you see here, this page is known as a search engine result page, SERP. This is known as a search engine result page because this is a page which you get all results whenever you carry out the research online. That's why we call it the search engine result page. Okay. Now, as an audience, whenever you go online to carry out a research, the word which you type in order to get results, this word is known as the search term. So this is a search term. It is a search term because it's actually that word which we use in order to get results. Is that okay? So this page is known as a search engine result page. These results we get here are the various search engine results, and they are divided into two. We have the results that come with the word sponsored, while others we don't have the word sponsored attached to them. We are going to see that physically. Just want you to understand. Is that okay? Now, these results which you see that carry the word sponsored, right? In digital marketing, they fall under what we call search engine marketing. In other words, SEM. Is that okay? Now, the results which do not have the word sponsored attached to them, they are known as search engine optimization, equally known as SEO. So these are one of the main or major digital marketing modules. Other digital marketing modules include we have SMM, which is social media marketing. All right, social media marketing. So these are the three major digital marketing modules. So we have the digital marketing modules. So apart from these three major digital marketing modules, we have other digital marketing modules which you need to take into consideration as a digital marketer or a future digital marketing professional. Some of these modules include we have email marketing, we have affiliate marketing, we have content marketing, we have analytics and measurement, we have web design, web development stroke design, and we have graphic design. We equally have AI in marketing. Is that okay? So these are other digital marketing modules which helps to supplement the major digital marketing modules. As a matter of fact, some of these modules they do help you to prepare a better digital marketing campaigns when it comes to the major digital marketing modules. Is that okay? Now, from the explanation I gave at the top here, where we talked about the search results which we get using the search terms, where we have the paid ads and the free ads. So I earlier mentioned that the paid ads, they fall under search engine marketing, while the free ads, they do fall under search engine optimization. All right. So let's talk about these modules one at a time. We're going to talk about the three major modules, and I'm just going to highlight the other digital marketing modules. Is that okay? So let's talk about search engine marketing. So when it comes to search engine marketing, it's all about you creating campaigns whereby these ads or these ads will be shown on the search engine platform. So I'm going to do this with some illustrations. I'm going to share uh, my other screen. All right, so let's say I want to carry out a research. I want to do a search right now. So let's say I want to search for rent a car, for example. Let's say I want to search rent a car, for example. So these are various results which we've gotten from rent a car. Let's say I want to rent a house, for example. I'm going to get different results when it comes to rent a house. Let's say I want to book a hotel. I'm going to get different results related to booking a hotel in Dubai. Is that okay? Let's say I want to purchase iPhone 16 Pro Max. I will have different companies that are advertising this same product. Okay, see, these are different companies advertising the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay, let's say I want to, let's say I want to buy a car in Dubai. We're going to have different companies that are giving us different results. Now, let's start with the first results. Now, when we did the first search, we noticed what the sponsor result, which I mentioned, we have sponsor results here. And these are companies that are, creating ads under the sponsor results. And we have high sponsor result, which means the sponsor results do end here. And of course, when we scroll down, we now have free results. These are all free results. When we move to the bottom of the page, we are still going to see sponsor result. Let me see if there's any. Yeah, we're going to still see sponsor results. Where does it start? Where is it? Sponsor results. Okay, so we have sponsor result here, and these companies are equally creating paid ads. So whenever you see the word sponsor attached to any ad, or when you see the word sponsor results and you see this results here under this title, it means that these companies you see here, they are paying Google so that Google can showcase their ads on the search engine result page. This is the page I talked about, which is known as the search engine result page. This is the page where you get all your results whenever you carry out a search online. Is that okay? So these are the various results. Now, on this particular Google search engine result page, we have a maximum of 7 paid ads. Maximum of 7 paid ads with 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom. So if we have to count how many companies have created a paid ad at the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It ends here. You see high sponsor result. It means it ends here. If I scroll down, at the bottom of the page, we have 1, 2, 3, which means we have maximum of 3 at the bottom. Whatever you see in between this high sponsor result and the next sponsor result, they are all free ads. This company are not paying a dime for their ads to be shown on this particular page, and I'm going to tell you how that is possible. So let's focus now on the paid ads. So when it comes to these paid ads, you see we get this result here because these companies are paying Google so Google can show their ads on this particular page. Is that okay? And these ads are being created thanks to a platform known as the Google Ads platform. That is where digital marketers do create paid ads to be shown here. Now, there are different types of ads you can create on Google. This is just one of them, okay, which is known as a text ad. This is a text ad because we only see text that are attributed or that are attached to or that are being shown on the search engine result page whenever we do a search. When we go to rent a house as well, we have sponsored result. We have one, two, three, four companies advertising at the top. And we scroll down, we have three companies advertising at the bottom. When we go to book a hotel, and we scroll, we're going to see sponsored result. Only one company at the moment is doing a paid ad here. The rest are free. We go to the bottom, we're going to still see a paid ad here. So only one company at this time of the day, only one company is creating a paid ad. We go to iPhone 17 or iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is the search. We are going to see a variety of products related to iPhone 16, and we're going to see sponsored product, which means all these companies here are paying for that. Okay, so these ads which do appear here without any text attached to them or any text attributed, or sorry, images attributed to them, they are known as text ads because we only see text, no images, no video. Is that okay? They are known as text ads. The next type of ad which you can create, which you can pay for so that you can see it on Google, is known as the shopping ad. So the shopping ads, we only create shopping ads for physical products. You cannot create shopping ads for services. You only create shopping ads for physical products. As you can see here, these are all shopping ads. So this company, this is Sharab DG advertising this one. We have Manicard advertising this product and so on and so forth. So all these companies are doing what they're advertising these products. Is that okay? So the next type of ad which you can create on Google as a digital marketer is known as a display ad. And these ads, they do appear on the Google Display Partner Networks. So what is a Google Display Partner Network? A Google Display Partner Network, these are websites that have partnered with Google. So Google can use their website to advertise products or services. So Google would take, for example, if I want to become a Google Display Partner, what I do is that I design my website, then I invite Google so Google can use my website to create advertisements so that people who create display ads on the Google Ad account, Google will take those ads and show them on my website, and I'll be paid for showing ads on my website. Is that okay? So, but not everyone actually has the privilege of, being paid for Google using their website to create advertisement. For you to do that, it means you have created a lot of content, you're drawing a lot of traffic, a lot of people visiting your website every single day. So once Google notices that people are visiting your website every single day, once you subscribe to the Google AdSense platform, they will accept your subscription and they will use your website to create advertisements here and there. Is that okay? So that is what we call a display uh, ad. So display ads, we only create them with images. So images are being displayed on partner networks. Initially, it were only images, but now you can use text to create display ads as well. But they will only appear as images on other partners' website. For example, if I visit this website, which I always use as an example, we are going to see different images that are being displayed here, which are not um, content created by this particular owner, or the owner of this website did not create this particular images. Okay, for example, what you see here, the GPT-5 for lawyers. If I hover my mouse over here, I'm going to see ads by Google displaying at the top. If I scroll down here again, I'm going to see ads by Google displaying, which means that these ads, these images, they are being displayed here by Google. Google is displaying them on this person's website. Right, same here, ads by Google, which means that Google is the one displaying this ad on this person's website. These ads which you see are created by digital marketers. Once they are created on the Google's platform, Google now displays these advertisements on the various partner websites. So that's how this particular website earns money for the owner of the website. Because the owner has partnered with Google and Google is using his or her website to show advertisements that have been created by digital marketing professionals. That's just what display art is all about. The next type of art, which I believe you must have been seeing it over and over, is what we call the video art or the YouTube art. Most of you watch YouTube on daily basis. When you visit YouTube, what happens? Before you watch any video, you keep seeing interruptions in Dubai here. Interruption upon interruption. You have to wait for the video to play for 5 seconds, and then you have to skip the video. If you don't skip the video, you might not really watch the video which you intended to watch. So if I go, for example, if I go to YouTube, for example, so I'll go to youtube.com right here, and I decided I want to watch a video like this one, right? So if I click on this video right here, what
Imagine
happens is
being
that
able
I'm going to see an advertisement that will pop up. I have to wait for this advertisement to play for about 5 seconds. You can see here five. When I arrive 5 seconds, then I saw the skip option. Only when I skip this video, then I can really watch what I wanted to watch. Is that okay? So this is how YouTube ads do look like. There are different types of YouTube ads whenever you're creating ads. We have the skippable ads, like what we just did now. We skip this ad. We have the non-skippable ads. Those ads can play for about 10 to 15 seconds. You can't skip them until that ad is finished. And most of those ads they usually appear on, on Chrome TVs or Google TVs which you play, you can easily watch YouTube on. Some of those ads, when you're watching YouTube on these platforms, you notice that you cannot skip some ads until they are done playing. Is that okay? So those are what we call non-skippable ads. Then we have in-stream ads, those ads that interrupt you whenever you're watching your video in the middle. Okay, some ads will always start at the beginning, some ads will always interrupt you in between your videos. Those are different types of YouTube ads which you can create as a digital marketing professional. And that is what most companies in UAE actually want. They want people who are very skilled in, creating these different ads, which I have just mentioned. So we've talked about the text ads, we've talked about display ads, like what you can see here. This is a display ad, which is appearing on this partner website. We've talked about shopping ads. So shopping ads, they always come with images, a combination of text and images. The images should be images of the product. Then we have the product, you have the name of the product, the price of the product, and the company that is actually selling that product. Is that okay? So that is how a shopping ad appears. There are other types of ads which you cannot see here on a PC except you're using a mobile device, such as call only, what we call call only ads, whereby when you do a search online, people who offer services, they'll always create those type of ads where you can see their phone numbers, click on it, and easily call them. All right, so those are call only ads. Then, of course, we have the mobile app ads. Those ads that usually appear on your mobile device. You notice when you open some mobile applications, you always get those interruptions, right? You get videos which will interrupt you. You need to wait for those videos to play for some time before you can skip them. Those are what we call mobile app ads. They'll always interrupt you whenever you're watching, you're interacting on different mobile applications. So those are the different types of ads which you can create on Google, all right? Paid ads which you can create on Google. Now, this word which we use here to carry out research to an audience, it is known as a search term. So an audience needs to type a search term before he's able to get results whenever he does a search. Now, for you as a digital marketer, you need to make sure that this word is available in your ad. The ad which you created, you need to place this word there. Because if you don't place the word in your ad, whenever someone does a search, your ad will not pop up to them. So these ads you see here, they are appearing here because the person who created this ad or the digital marketers who created this ad, they actually had to place this word at the back end of the ad when they were creating it. So to a digital marketer, this rent a car is known as a search term. So a keyword must match up with a search term if you want to get results. Is that okay? That's just what Google Ads is all about. That's what search engine marketing is all about. We have other platforms you can create same type of ad, but once you learn Google Ads very well, then you can actually create these ads on the other platforms as easy as that. So Google Ads is always like the stepping stone or the cornerstone which you need to, learn, be an expert in it, and you'll be familiar with the other platforms. I hope that is well understood. Right. So the next type of module, or the next module we're going to talk about is what we call the search engine optimization. Now it's all about these free ads. Now, there are companies that maybe you have a new business, a startup, you don't really have money to pay for companies or paying digital marketers to create ads for you. So you can go with the free ads. So with the free ads, this is how it works. You need to own a website. You must have created a website for your business. The website is well optimized. Good contents are on the website. Once the website is well optimized, if Google notices that your website is good, it is, the content there is good for the audience, they are going to push your website to appear on this page. Remember, there are thousands of pages, not only one. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have to continue, you're going to see 11, 12, 13, and up to sometimes 30, 40, 50, or 60 pages. Okay. So the main goal when it comes to search engine optimization is to ensure that your website appears on this first page. You're targeting maybe the first 5 pages. Remember, a lot of people who do search on Google, they hardly move to the next page. If I don't see what I'm looking for on this page, I'll probably go and search for what I want somewhere else. It's very difficult. How many of you actually do searches online? You go to the second, third page. It's very difficult because you always see what you want on the first page. Is that okay? You always see what you want on the first page. Now, how does search engine optimization function? Now, you need to create a website. Once the website has been created, you need to optimize the website. And I'm going to tell you what optimization is all about. So I'm just going to share my second screen again. Let's do some demonstrations. Right, so let's do some illustrations right now. So when it comes to search engine optimization, first and foremost, there are 3 different types of search engine optimization. We have what we call the on-page SEO, we have what we call the off-page SEO, and we have what we call the technical SEO. When it comes to on-page, these are things which you do at the back end of your website. Okay, while off-page are things you do out of your website. Then technical SEO are things you do it. These are, things which you do in order to improve the quality of your website technically, right? Things you do to improve the quality of your website. So sometimes I just consider, some of the things which we do here, I always place them either under on page or off page because they basically help to improve the on page and the off page. So on page simply means the things you're going to do at the back end of the website, which means that you need to have some ideas when it comes to web design. Okay, it's going to help you a lot. So it gives you, you need to have some ideas as far as web design is concerned. Then when it comes to off page are the things you'll be doing out of a website, but it's going to really help you to improve on your website. Now let's talk about on page. Now, what are the things you need to do to ensure that your website is well run or well optimized? The things which you're going to be doing, the major things which you're going to do, they fall under what we call web structure optimization. Okay, so they fall under what we call web structure optimization or WSO. So these are things you'll be doing at the back end of the website to make sure that your website runs, right? So the first thing which you need to do is to make sure that you have at least 300 words for every page on your website, every page, right? So those are things you'll be doing. The next thing is that you need to ensure that that web page has a title. It has what we call uh, tags, right? It should have a title, it should have a tag. Next thing is that your website should have logo. Okay. Then you should have what we call keywords or key phrases. Keywords or key phrases. So key phrases or keywords actually help people to find your website whenever they do a search on it. Remember, I said that keyword and search term needs to match together for your websites to show to an audience. Is that okay? So keyword and search term, okay, search term need to match up. The next thing you need to ensure, or you need to do on your website to ensure that it ranks very well, make sure you have what we call event buttons. So event buttons include things like live chat or WhatsApp. Anything that will, channel people directly to you, they are known as event buttons. When people visit your website, they should be able to connect with you directly. Okay. We equally have number 6, we have what we call internal links. There should be links on your website that will be able to move people from one web page to another. Those are what we call internal links. And you're going to see a reason why this is important. Then we equally have what we call website speed. The speed of your website should be great. Okay. Your website should be mobile friendly. And all this can be done under technical SEO. These two can be done under technical SEO. Is that okay? So there are several things which you need to do at the back end of your website to make sure it is great. We equally have, make sure the grammar and vocabulary of your content is great as well. Make sure you have images in your website. Make sure that the images have what we call out or alternative, either you call it out or alternative attributes. So alternative attributes here simply means you're naming the image. Like Google should be able to identify this image with the name. Is that okay? And you can even give a brief description about that particular image you've uploaded. Is that okay? Then other things which you'll be doing under technical SEO I've mentioned too, you're going to learn how to compress images, compress videos. All right, those are technical things which you need to do as well to make sure that the speed of your website is great. Okay. Remember, if your website takes time to load, people will always exit. They won't want to, learn more or want to continue going through your website. Is that okay? So those ones fall under technical SEO. Then when it comes to SEO offline, those are things you'll be doing out of your website to make sure that you still drive traffic to your website. Okay. So the majority of the things you'll be doing out of your website is writing articles and placing what we call backlinks to those articles. So backlinks are simply links which will redirect people from other websites to your website. Is that okay? When people visit your website more often, you're going to drive traffic and it's going to help to optimize your website. Is that okay? So these are just a few of the things you need to do at the back end of your website. These are just, majority of what you have to do out of your website. And when it comes to technical SEO, these are things you'll be doing. So with technical SEO, you are not really working at the back end of your website or doing some some something very special. Okay, you're just analyzing your website using some tools. Check if your website is not fast. Use a tool to check why the website is not fast. You might notice that probably there are some plugins which you use on your website that are not compatible with your website. You take it off. It's going to tell you if some images they do not have, they have not been named. That's why it's making your website slow. Maybe some images are very heavy, you need to compress them, and so on and so forth. So that's what we mean by technical SEO, right? So this is what you have to do to ensure that your website. Now, once you've been able to do all of these, the next thing you have to do is to make sure that the website starts ranking by inviting Google to visit your website. So we are assuming that our website has been optimized by us. Optimizing your website doesn't necessarily mean that your website is going to rank. Optimization is totally different from ranking. Okay, you might follow all those rules, but your website might still not be ranking. Okay, so now this is our website. It has been well optimized by us. We followed all those rules, which we learned because these rules do change every day. You need to, follow one or two people who understand optimization to be updating you with the recent techniques which you need to do in order to ensure your website ranks. Is that okay? So once you're done with the major things, you have to do what? You have to invite Google. You send a direct invitation to Google. So Google will now send its agents to visit your website. The name of these agents are known as crawlers. So Google will send its agents or the crawlers to visit your website. These crawlers will come to your website, they will scan your website, they're acting as CCTV cameras, they have to peruse your website. Now, how does agents move from one page of your website to another to analyze? They move with the help of the links. So that's the essence why you need to have internal links in your website. All your pages should be linked together. If I'm visiting a particular page, I should be able to link that page to another page with with an internal link. Is that okay? So they will visit your website, they will scan your website, and they will going to get information about your website and they will report back to Google. Once they report back to Google, Google will analyze what they have reported back to them. If the content is good enough, you've respected the rules and regulation, they are now going to, rank your website. They are now going to take your website and push your website on their search engine result page. Okay, so they'll start pushing your website from the last page upward until you are on a particular page on their result page. Is that okay? So this entire process is known as indexing. Your website might be optimized quite all right. You might have optimized your website quite all right, but it's not ranking. Right? If it's not ranking, it means the website is not indexed. And indexing simply means you need to pass through this stage or this process to ensure that the website starts ranking. This is what search engine optimization is all about. You just need to follow the techniques. You use tools. Okay, you use tools to analyze. There are tools that you use. You just place your website. It's going to analyze and tell you what is wrong with that website, what is missing, what you need to take off, or what you need to add to ensure that that website ranks very well. There's a tool which we usually use. This one is it's free. We call it I think it's small SEO tool. You can just search it online. I think this tool was created by Google. It helps you to analyze your website, to know the speed of your website, to know if your website is well optimized, and it actually analyzes your website and gives you your website in terms of percentages. Okay, so probably if your website is well optimized, you might see probably from 70% upward. It means your website is doing a great job. I mean, the speed is very okay. The website is mobile friendly. That tool actually measures, majority of what it measures is the speed. Okay, so you can use that to check and then you'll be able to know what is missing. And of course, it equally has an option where you can check for keywords whenever you are creating your website. That is what search engine optimization is all about. You're trying to ensure that your website ranks on the various search engine result pages. Is that okay? So that is it as far as search engine optimization is concerned. Now let's talk about social media marketing. For social media marketing, most of us use social media platform on daily basis. So this is not very strange. We have social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, LinkedIn, Snapchat, WhatsApp, TikTok. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the 7 major social media platforms. Is that okay? Now, all these platforms, they have something very similar to them, and which is their interface when it comes to creating paid ads. Is that okay? When you visit Facebook, for example, you want to differentiate between a free ad and a paid ad. If you're using your smartphone, you can actually witness this, right? When you're browsing on your Facebook, you're going to be seeing paid ads. So below the name of a page, let's say we are browsing and then we are going to see the Tadita Group Institute page. We're going to see an ad from the Tadita Group Institute. Below the name of that page, you're going to see the word sponsored. Okay, so you're going to see the word sponsored. Below that sponsor, you're going to see probably an image or a video. Is that okay? And below that, you're going to see a headline, very big. and a description. Then you're going to see a button, maybe sign up. Is that okay? For every ad you see, you're going to see these features. So you'll see the word sponsored, you see an image or a video, then you're going to see a headline. Okay, you're going to see a headline, you're going to see a description, and you're going to see the sign up button. Is that okay? So this is how ads do appear on all platforms, all social media platforms. For platforms like LinkedIn, did I mention LinkedIn here? For LinkedIn, instead of seeing sponsored, you're going to see promoted at the top. Okay, so for Facebook, you're going to see sponsored. Instagram, you're going to see sponsored. Twitter, you're going to see, I don't know if you're going to see, I think it's ads. LinkedIn, you're going to see promoted. Snapchat, I think you're going to see sponsored. I don't know about this very well. TikTok, you're going to see ads. Okay, that's how you're going to identify free ads from paid. I'll differentiate between them. All of them, they mean the same thing. Whatever you see there, know that is the same. Is that okay? That's the difference between a free ad and a paid ad. And for a free ad, all you're going to see is just the name of the page. You're not going to see any sponsored below. You're going to see an image or video. There will be no headline, no description, and no button. Then you're going to see your like, you're going to see your comments, you're going to see your share. This like, comment, share, they are available too with paid ads. But for free ads, you cannot see. For free, it's available for both paid ads and free ads. Is that okay? So that is it as far as social media marketing is concerned. Now, for social media, there are different types of ads you can create when it comes to social media platforms. Okay, you can create image ads, you can create video ads. Some platforms will permit you to create text ads, not all text ads. For example, you can create text ads on Twitter. Okay, you can equally create a combination of both videos and image ads. Okay, so this will fall under what we call carousel ads. So you can combine both together. It's known as carousel ads, where you can create an ad with up to 10 images stroke videos. So if you're using 10 images or 5 images, you can do 5 images, 5 videos, 2 images, 10 videos, and so on and so forth. So those are known as carousel. So we have two different structures. We have single image stroke video ads, and then we have what we call the carousel image stroke video ads. Is that okay? Once you go through Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms, you're going to see what I've just explained here. It's very, very clear. You're going to see them. You'll see some images and videos that they have combined together. All right. You're going to see carousels. You're going to see other things which, you know, they are really going to help you. All right. So that's it as far as social media marketing is concerned. Now let's talk about, I'm just going to highlight the other modules which we've talked about earlier on. So once you've studied social media marketing, search engine marketing, and search engine optimization, it puts you on that particular level, okay, which means that a lot of people already, it means you're already at a particular level, you've understood the various digital marketing modules. Then, of course, you can go with email marketing. So email marketing simply means you creating email campaigns, broadcasting emails to about 1,000, 2,000 people a single go. They are going to receive these messages as if they are individual messages. Is that okay? So that's how you create an email marketing campaign. Then, of course, we have what we call affiliate marketing, where you will be, advertising people's products on their behalf indirectly. And whenever someone makes a sale through your affiliate link, you're going to make a commission out of it. So this always comes at the end of digital marketing. So before you become an affiliate marketer, you should understand the entire digital marketing landscape. Okay, then we have content marketing. Of course, you need content to create social media marketing campaigns. You need content to create search engine optimization campaigns, and you need content to create search engine marketing campaigns. Is that okay? So throughout your training sessions, you are going to be learning content marketing indirectly because we'll be showing you where to get content to use for all these platforms. Then we have analytics and measurement. Analytics and measurement is simply you analyzing what has been done on these platforms, and you should be able to, get statistics, which is going to help you in future to improve on the quality of your campaign. You might do an ad and then you don't know what exactly is making your ad not to be productive. Why are people not buying? Okay. This is going to help you analyze that. Okay. And it's going to analyze and you're able to generate reports. If you're working for a company, you should be able to do all of this and be able to generate reports which will, you know, be given to your board of directors or the manager or the owner of that business. When it comes to analytics, you'll be using two tools to analyze data and reports. We have what we call the Google Analytics, if you've heard about it before, and what we call the Google Looker Studio. These are very vital tools when it comes to analytics and measurement. Now we have web design and graphic design. These are all standalone modules. They are separate programs, separate modules. Okay, we don't usually mix them up together, but we simply say that if you know how to design a website or if you know how to create very beautiful designs, that's going to help you because you need a website for this. It is compulsory. A website is compulsory for search engine optimization and search engine marketing. You must not be the one who have necessarily designed a website. You can contact a web developer to design a website for a client, and then you start, optimizing the website or creating search engine marketing campaigns for that client. For graphic design, you really need it for social media marketing. You need it for social media marketing, and you need it for search engine optimization, especially for websites. You need to add images. For search engine marketing, you need to create display campaigns. So this is very important. Is that okay? The digital marketer must not necessarily learn this too, but if you learn them, it gives you an additional advantage because a company will recruit. If a company is recruiting you and they notice that you have these skills, it's of a benefit to you, right? You might be in the upper hand as compared to any other person applying for that same job. Okay, so that's it as far as the various digital marketing modules are concerned. Any question before we proceed? Any question before we proceed? Any question before we proceed?
Sorry, sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yes, you mentioned that when doing the analysis and measurements, right?
Yes,
There's Google Analytics.
yes.
And what's the other one? You also mentioned Google something.
Google Looker Studio. Looker Studio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Google Looker Studio. Initially, they've just changed the name. It was Data Studio initially. They changed it to Looker Studio.
Okay, and then in terms of AI marketing,
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that.
also
So in
part
terms
of
of AI marketing, we are going to learn AI tools that will help you to improve on your various digital marketing campaigns, like the tools which you can use to create very good designs if you don't necessarily have skills in graphic design, the tools which you're going to use in order to, post content on your various social media platforms, the tools which you're going to use in order to create beautiful images, beautiful videos like AI videos, which you can use to create your YouTube ads or use it to create your display campaigns. Okay, tools which you can use in order to generate content, then you can use for your text ads or content which you can use to create blog posts or content for your various web pages of your website. Tools which can help you to generate full content for your entire website. Now, one thing which I forgot to mention, which is one of the web structure optimization technique which you need to do is that you need to have the most relevant pages of a website. What are the most important pages of a website? We have the home page, we have the services page, we have the about page, we have the contact page. Okay. And of course, you can add which other page? The privacy policy page too is very, very important. If you want to add a gallery, you are free to do so, or the blog page, you are free to do so. But the most important pages are four. We have the home, the services, the about, and the contact us. Those are the four major pages of the website. So it's really going to help you to AI will help you to generate content which you can use for those pages, good content which you can paste them on those pages to ensure that you get good ranking. Another thing which we are going to learn more when we get to search engine optimization is how to generate this content. We're going to see so many tools, how to avoid what we call plagiarism. So plagiarism is simply you copying some other person's content and you're pasting it on your own website. That's known as plagiarism, and you can be penalized by Google for doing that. So those are things which you need to avoid when it comes to search engine optimization. Is that okay? Sorry, I forgot to mention AI in marketing. It's really an interesting module as well. Okay, it helps to facilitate so many things. Any question before we proceed? Is it understood, please, for the person who asked the question?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Welcome. So we've looked at the various modules, the key modules: search engine optimization, social media marketing, email marketing, affiliate and influencer marketing, analytics and data tracking, search engine marketing or Google Ads, content marketing, video marketing. Video marketing is simply YouTube ads, and creating video ads on the various social media platforms. Okay, web design and funnel building, AI in marketing. I think I've not mentioned graphic design here. Now, these modules, web design and graphic design, they are all independent modules. If you want to learn those ones later on in future, you're free to do so after taking probably your digital marketing program. Is that okay? So let's talk about career opportunities that are available for you if you decide to get into digital marketing. The first is what you can become a digital marketing manager. That's someone who has been practicing for some time. You know what digital marketing is all about. You know how to create Google campaigns. You know how to optimize a website. You know the various social media campaigns on the various social media platforms. You can create campaigns on these platforms. Once you've been able to, learn all of that, and probably you have people who are managing that in the company, you can become a digital marketing manager. Okay. For a social media manager, a social media marketing manager is someone who knows how to create campaign on the various social media platforms. In fact, the major social media platform in UAE, all these platforms are important. But in other African countries, some platforms they are not yet permitted to run paid campaigns. Is that okay? Then we have the SEO specialist, someone who knows how to create, who knows how to optimize a website, who knows on page, off page, and the technical SEO. Then we have PPC and paid ads expert, someone who create Google campaigns, right? Google Ads campaign or Yahoo campaigns. Someone who knows how to do that falls under the PPC expert. Then we have content creator and strategist, someone who create content for the various modules. We need content for all these modules, not only for paid advertisement, but for organic advertisement. That's where you need content. And of course, email marketing, someone who understands email marketing campaigns, who can create email marketing campaigns, who knows how to create a good lead magnet, who knows how to collect as many emails as possible and be able to broadcast or to create a campaign to all these email which he has on the email marketing list. Then, of course, web developer, we've talked about that, or is someone who designs a website. So there's a difference between a web designer and a developer. A designer is someone who just creates a sketch and everything. A developer is someone who continues to improve on the quality of the website. Then we talked about analytics and data specialist, someone who understands Google Analytics and Looker Studio. Very, very important. Then we have, you can equally become a coach or a trainer, someone who has been practicing for quite some time, work with other companies, you've gotten a lot of experience, then you can equally be, helping people to know or to understand what digital marketing is all about. One beauty about digital marketing is that once you learn digital marketing, you can work in any country, you can even pick jobs remotely, and of course, you can make income through that. You can become a freelancer. So, okay, so there are various opportunities that are open for people. Okay, business career, we have career and business opportunities which are open to so many people. So we've talked about the careers already. So how do you start as a digital marketer, or how do you become a digital marketing specialist or a professional? First, you begin by the fundamentals, which we've just done right now. I believe that by the time you go home today, you must have gotten so much information as far as digital marketing is concerned. As a matter of fact, you should be able to differentiate between a free ad and a paid ad now on Google or on social media platforms, right? Now, once you know gotten the fundamentals, you take the various modules one at a time. First, you learn Google Ads, then you move to social media marketing, then you move to search engine optimization, and so on and so forth. Become an expert in the various fields. You can equally build a portfolio after that. You start creating free campaigns for people. That's how you build a portfolio. They will pay for the cost while you offer your services for free so that you can build a very strong portfolio. Okay, then certifications can now come in later. You get certified, and then you start connecting with people on various platforms, building a very strong network. This is very, very important. Of course, you don't necessarily need to working for people. You can build your own network. Okay, you can start a digital marketing agency. You can run a freelance consultancy. You can, become a social media management. You can create a social media management services. Okay, you can run your own social media management services, content creation and personal brand monetization. You can monetize your skills if you can, help people generate good content. You can get into affiliate marketing. Okay, you can get into affiliate marketing like Amazon. How do they call it? Some people say is it Amazon APA or um, the the affiliate program, which is okay, Amazon Associate, that's the affiliate program for Amazon. We have other platforms with different affiliate programs which you can, get into. You can equally run free courses or you can run paid courses online. You can master one tool like social media, become an expert in it, talk about it every blessed day on your various social media platform. People will know that you are an expert in it, and people will pay you so you can really teach them how to become an expert in that particular field as well. Is that okay? So these are, the various ways you can become free from working with people, okay, to becoming an individual, a freelancer, or someone who owns his or her own personal business. Now, what are the practical steps? How do you, kick off with this? The first thing is that you need to pick up a niche. Identify your specific market focus. Okay, where do you want to target? Which market do you want to target first? You need to identify that. Define your offer, clarify what you're selling. Is that okay? Then you build a unique identity. Now, you might learn all the modules, but you can pick one and you decide to, specify, be specialized in that particular module. When you go through a digital marketing program, you actually know which module is easy for you. Is that okay? Which module is easy for you? Which module you can really, build on and become a special, maybe an expert in that particular module. So here are some strategies which you can use as professionals or those who are willing to get into this field. Okay, you can begin by doing what we call personal branding. Establish yourself as an authority in your field. Once you've gone through this program, once you've become a digital marketer, a digital marketing expert, you can now brand yourself as a professional. Make sure all your social media platforms identify you as a professional in that field. Okay, plan and create valuable content consistently. Talk about the program every blessed day. Once you start taking your program, when you start your digital marketing journey, you should be updating your audience every day on what you've learned, what they can pick from what you studied. It goes along with people know that you're actually picking up, you're actually in this field. And trust me, by the time you're done, you're going to get a lot of opportunities knocking on your door. Is that okay? Then, of course, you can attract and convert potential customers once they have been, connecting with you. You can equally invest strategically in advertising. You can create paid advertisements so people can know more about you. Is that okay? Now, when it comes to tools which you can use, as we go through digital marketing, there are tools which you're going to learn. Some of them are AI tools, while others are just free tools which you can use for your content. For example, design and video. You can use Canva for design. You can use CapCut for video. These are the tools I use frequently, right? Especially Canva, I use it most at times for most of my designs, which I post on my social media platforms. Okay, for analytics, we talked about Google Analytics initially. We have Meta Insights. We equally have the Looker Studio for, for showcasing your reports. Then for AI writing, we have so many AI tools you can use to write content. We have Copy AI, we have ChatGPT, we have Copilot, we have Gemini. There are so many of them. For email marketing, there are so many email marketing tools. You get to learn some of them. We have MailChimp, we have ConvertKit, we have ConvertFull, we have MailerLite. There are so many of them. For social media management, there are tools which you can use in order to manage other people's social media platforms. Creating a campaign and posting on all 7 platforms sometimes is very, very icky. It's stressful. So rather than posting on all every single time, you can use a single platform where you post on that platform. That platform helps you to post on those other platforms. So you post just once and you'll be posted on all the other platforms. So Hotsuite, and Buffer, these are tools which can help you work on that. Is that okay? As someone who is trying to get into this field, these are advices which you should, take into consideration and things which you need to avoid while getting into this field. The first is that posting without a goal. Don't post content without having your main objective. What is your objective of posting this content? Do you want people to interact with the content? Is there something you really want to achieve at the end of this post? Is your post just vague, or it's going to trigger people to comment? Those are things you need to take into consideration. Ignoring data and insight is very, very disastrous. When you create campaigns, always make sure you check the statistics. How many impressions did I get? How many people actually reached out to me through this ad, right? Why did I get so many people seeing my ad and they were not interacting with the ad? Those are things you need to take into consideration. Avoid copying people blindly. Don't just see because someone is posting content and is getting a lot of views, you think that you can copy the same person. You have to be authentic, you have to be unique with the content which you're creating. Is that okay? This is very, very important. Then, of course, you need to be consistent. When we talk about consistency, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should be posting every blessed day. Consistency could be posting once every week. Once every week at 8 p.m. That is still consistency. If you want to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, pick a time and you're posting at that particular time. That is consistency. Is that okay? And when it comes to digital marketing as well, avoid selling too early. Don't start selling your skills immediately you're done. Trust me, you're not going to, except you're looking for a job. But once you're done with a particular training program, don't start selling your skills immediately. Start giving out your skills for free so that you can build a strong portfolio. There are people who will contact you. They want your services, right? But what is your portfolio? You don't have a portfolio because you didn't want to render your services for free. Once you render your service for free and the clients are very happy, they're going to refer others. And once they refer others to you, that's when you can start charging them because of the referral, right? And by the time they are referring someone to you, you've already built a very strong portfolio. If someone wants to argue, just send your portfolio. This is my portfolio. See what I've done. Then you know that I'm actually good at what I do. Is that okay? These are things which you need to take into consideration. This thing going forward. All right. So that is it as far as this module is concerned, or what we had for today is concerned. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the program which is coming up. It's going to begin from January 8th, sorry, because we have the African Digital Conference coming up on the 5, 6, and 7. We would have started earlier before that, but from January 7, we are kicking off with an advanced digital marketing program. Now, this program is going to help you to become a professional in this field. You can become an expert in this field once you focus. It's going to run for 3 months. You're going to be having sessions this same time, all right, 3 times a week during this same time frame from 8 o'clock during these 3 days, probably Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We're going to be having this session and it's going to run for 3 months. So for those who wish to be part of this program, you just have to get to me at the end of this session. The fee for this training is 599 dirhams. You're going to learn the major modules, Facebook. You're going to learn, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, AI and digital marketing. We're going to talk about content marketing. In fact, you'll be seeing content marketing throughout the training because before we create campaigns, we're going to teach you where to get content and how to generate content for those various modules. You're going to learn all of that. Of course, analytics and measurement is not left aside. The only modules which you're not going to talk about as part of the program is the web design and graphic design because these are all separate modules. For web design, if you're done with your digital marketing program, you can take a program on web design. It's very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. Okay. You can take a training session on web design. I think if you are consistent enough, in 1 month, you should be done with that program. Okay. Then for graphic design, we don't have any program as of now, but we have the mobile graphic design program as well. You can take that as well. Sometimes we give it out for free. Probably by the time we are going through the end of this program, we can give you that particular program for free as well. Then of course, what else? What have I omitted? Yeah, so the program will run between 3 to 4 months. 4 months is only if we are a little bit slow, okay? And because we know people need to take the program, learn a day, the next day you practice. Like I earlier mentioned, it's 100% practical. So by the time we are done with every module, you should have something to work with the next day. You have one day to work on that. Then the next day you have our next session. 2 hours every day. Okay, 2 hours every day, 3 times a week, 2 hours on those days which we're going to be having sessions. Please, any question? Any question? Okay, let me check if there is any in the chat. So someone is asking, according to me, which one? What do you mean by which one? Specify. Are you talking about the modules? I don't always recommend someone learning one module and leaving the other. It doesn't make you a complete digital marketer. Okay. And of course, I don't equally teach one separate. Like someone say he wants to learn social media marketing, I cannot do that. I cannot, orientate you in that because you are going to be very, very lacking.
No, the question was the time when you were presenting the careers. Like,
Okay.
so I was asking just according to
Which one
you,
is
one
okay?
is
Now, one thing you need to understand is that by the time you're done with your digital marketing program, you're going to choose which particular modules suit you. And one beauty about it is that you've already learned all the modules. So you are just trying to specialize on a particular module based on the study you've done. Okay. I cannot decide for you. There are people who complete the training. I've had students that they are done with the program. Some of them love Google Ads very much. In fact, they prefer to specialize on Google Ads. Others prefer social media. Others prefer search engine optimization. Okay. And of course, you're going to really see most of them. They are going to be speakers at the African Digital Conference. I'll be inviting each and every one of you from the feed to. It might be coming at a time when you might not be available, but of course, the recordings of that session is going to be available. Uh, we have we have participants from 7 different African countries. So, and we have speakers too from 7 different African countries. So it's really going to be an interesting session. You're going to meet business owners, professors, people who have been in the field for quite some time. They'll be sharing their insights as far as that field is concerned. So those are things which you need to take into consideration. Is that okay? So it's really going to be an interesting program. And you equally have the opportunity when we are hosting these African digital conferences in different countries, you have the opportunity to be part of the program. Okay, because I know what you're going to get at the end of this program. So I believe in the capacity of what you can give out as far as this is concerned. And of course, you equally be exposed to different global opportunities, different events. If you really want to speak, because when events are coming up, I always give these announcements for different digital marketing events coming up in different countries, like in Netherlands, in Singapore, in the Philippines, in India. These countries always have digital marketing events. So if you really want to, what I always say, if you really want to have a ground, you really want to be a professional, you need to meet people. People who are already in the field, make connections. You don't really learn and you stay behind and thinking that picking those jobs will be easy, right? There is no field that gives you that 100% guarantee that you get a job once you're done with your program. You have to connect with people, and especially in UAE, out of experience, it's very difficult for you to apply a job directly like this and you get from in UAE directly from a platform. Very difficult. You always get these jobs based on referral. Out of 10 people that I've interviewed, as far as their job is concerned, most of them got their jobs through referrals. Out of 10, but 8 of them got their jobs through referrals. So some of these platforms, yes, they are good. We apply jobs through these platforms, but at the end of the day, you will notice that it's maybe a friend who has referred you to a particular job which you are doing currently. So those are things which you need to know. When it comes to digital marketing, connectivity is of essence. I get so many projects right now thanks to connectivity. When I attend these conferences, I make sure I make a lot of connections. And we have so many of them here in UAE. They come up every blessed day. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, you must have been seeing them, right? Some of these events keep coming up. We equally have the 1 billion summit coming up, I think in a few days' time. I think the tickets are already sold out. Yeah, there will be no tickets for that. I think the ticket costs about 250. But there are so many events which are free. So many which are free in Dubai. So many. And I believe that some of those free events sometimes they even give you more impact as compared to the paid events. You get to learn so much from these events. Because you get to meet industry experts as well. So that is it as far as the program is concerned. So if you are willing to be part of the digital marketing program, then know that you should be joining us on the 8th or 9th. The fee is paid in installment. It's very flexible. You can pay within the 3 months period. You are not compelled to pay all at once due to the fact that our main goal is to make sure that the African community here in UAE they really get to learn digital marketing. Not everybody has that opportunity to go and sit in the class and learn digital marketing. And of course, learning in the classroom will not give you a lot of insight as compared to you learning online. Why? Because you'll be getting the practical hands-on, right? Because as we are talking, we are doing the practical exercises and you're seeing how it's being done. Digital marketing is not being done physically, it's being done digitally, it's being done online. So going to a class where they'll be writing things on the board is not going to help you, right? This is the only time you're going to see me doing write-ups like what I just illustrated. The whole training session you're going to get is going to be practical session. I might just be jotting down the practical aspect we've just done. Maybe we've learned how to create an ad account. I need to jot it down so that you will remember if you want to create an ad account later. Or the steps which I use in order to get probably a tracking code. I need to write it down so that you get those notes and it's going to help. Not that we're going to be having so many literature sessions. Yes, if you want to reach out to me personally, no problem. I'm always available. I am always available. We can schedule a meeting whenever you're free. Just let me know. We can meet up. We can have a lot of discussions because as we are planning to have we are planning to have the African Digital Conference here in Dubai. And that's one of the reasons why we even decided because most of our training programs, I'm a tutor at Elita Group Institute, so I focus my attention more in the African communities. We do train students in 7 different African countries as of now. We have certified digital marketers from these 7 African countries. So that is our main goal. The Elita Group Institute's head office is located in Cameroon. You can Google that, you're going to see. We are equally registered here, right? But we actually operate virtually here in UAE. Our head office is located in Cameroon. We train people all over Africa, and I think this will be the second batch of students who will be taking this training program here in Dubai. It's going to be the second batch, and I thought probably because from my experience, I noticed that initially that so many people who come to UAE have very wrong orientations. They tend to rely more on their manual work, to earn a living and things like that. So we are trying to change that. At least we should have people with skills here in UAE rather than, people who only rely more on their labors, which they do in order to earn a living. So we are trying to see how we can work on that. We're trying to see how we can build a very strong platform. The African Digital Conference has been existing for the past 3 years now. And I believe that by the time we have an event here in UAE to bring together, industry experts from Africa who are here to talk and share their own experiences, a lot of people will be inspired and a lot of people will find their footing on how they can, break through the digital marketing landscape. Any question? All right, if there are no questions, then we've come to the end of this session. I think we've exhausted our 2 hour session, which we have. Yes?
Okay, my question is, say the session will be held during this time on
Please come
Sunday.
again. I'm not getting you clearly.
Like you say, the upcoming session will be held during the same time.
Yes.
But me, as me, sometimes I may be off. How can I really like.
we always have the recorded session. After every session, we record the class and we share to the students. Those we share it to students. So if you missed out the class, you can always catch up with the recordings. The same thing we are going to discuss during the session, we share it again with the students.
That was my question. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Another question? All right, so thank you all for joining this session. So we are hoping to have you, Farouk, and I don't know if your name is, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly, Refilwe? Is that the name?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. So I'm hoping we're going to meet up as far as the advanced program is concerned. And I'm hoping that by the time you're done with this program, trust me, by the time you're done with this program, you will not regret, taking this particular training program with me and with Adita Group Institute. Thank you all for joining, and see you guys when we begin with the advanced digital marketing programs. Bye bye for now.